Alright, I've been fighting this today, and from reading online, a lot of other people do too. So I'm going to show you how the charge circuit is supposed to work, or sort of supposed to work, on one of these newer F2. This is a 2019. I think the 2017s and up work the same way. But as you can see, I've got my test light sitting right here. It is basically grounded to the bumper, and then I've got my jumper wire connected to the B plus. I don't know if you can see that, the B plus on that connector in the bumper. There's no other trailer attached, nothing tricky about it except the way that it works. So as you can see, it's charging. Okay, now I walk up here and I open the driver door, and it went off. I don't know if you can see it very good. Let me see if I can zoom in here. So let me shut the door. Wait a second, and it's charging again. Open the door, and it stops charging right there. Another thing you must have: key fob in the truck. Take the key fob out of the truck, shut the door, and it does not come back on. It does not charge. So in other words, if you're in park and you get out of the truck and hook up your trailer, it's not charging until you get back in the truck and you put the key fob in the truck, and then you shut the door, then it'll come on charging. If that's not confusing enough, let me show you another trick. Key fob is in the truck. Let me get in. I don't know if you can see in the mirror. Probably not. Okay, you can kind of see it back there on the tailgate. I've got my meter sitting back there, right? And I'm in the truck. Door is shut, so it's charging. Let me crack the door. That light goes off. Put my foot on the brake. It's charging again. The door is open, keep in mind, but my foot's on the brake. Let off the brake, and stops charging. Put foot on the brake, and it's charging again. That's with the door open. Now, to top that off even better, I go to neutral. It's going to ding at me a while. I can now take my foot off the brake, door's open, and it's still charging. So I can get out of the truck, door open, and all the things you're not supposed to do. So door open, truck's in neutral, key fob's in my hand, and it's still charging. So yeah, so it's safer for you to leave the truck in neutral and get out of the truck and come back here and test than it is to leave it in park. So if I'm understanding this right, if I want to test this plug, I either leave the key fob in the truck with the door shut and come back here and test, or I can put it in neutral and come back here and test at any time. Well, neutral or any gear, I'm assuming. But as you can see, it's charging. Now, let me put the truck into park, and it stopped charging. Key fob's in the truck, and I'll shut the door, and it starts charging again. So basically, the way you test this: key fob in the truck, door shut, and it should be charging. You don't have to hit the brakes, you don't have to do anything else, just key fob in the truck, door shut, and it should be charging. But there's ways to trick the system and stuff, but that's all you need for it to charge. So yeah, I had a blown fuse, not the fuse that it said it was. It was fuse 65 on mine. I think the book showed 71 or 72 or something like that. I know there's some issues whether you've got the built-in controller or not, and if not, you're not even supposed to have fuses in 71 and 72. I didn't, but I put a fuse in thinking maybe the typical of what they've done in the past. But through that and some other chasing around, I found fuse 65 blown, replaced that, and now everything's working, I guess, as it's supposed to be, but it's really kind of weird. But anyway, that's what I found. Fuse is not working. Check fuse 65. Make sure your door is shut. Make sure your key fob is in the truck and the engine's running. And you should have power on that connector back here at the bumper. That's it for now. Just thought that might help some people. Hopefully it did.